Internet stars used to become famous without Hollywood. But now, Hollywood has discovered Kai Cenat, and they're already trying to rebrand him.
Been able to be who I am.
Use it.
And who I am, I'm Kai Cenat. And am I Kai Cenat if I'm not happy?
Yes! Use it. Huh? That is acting.
It's
acting. Huh? You see that?
That was good.
Did you see that? Look
Ooh.
at W-Mans.
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 W-Mans. W-Mans. I mean, look.
For years, Kai Cenat was the internet's kid brother. Loud, chaotic, hilariously unfiltered. A streamer who never tried to be anything other than himself. That was the appeal. That was the magic. He didn't enter the industry through Hollywood. He entered through the bedroom, through the Discord server, through the live stream. And that is what made him dangerous. Because the entertainment industry never created him. The internet did. He wasn't cast, he wasn't trained, he wasn't packaged.
It's morphin' time! Tyrannosaurus!
Megasaurus!
Dragonsaurus!
Woo!
He was just a kid from New York with a camera, a personality, and a connection to his audience that couldn't be manufactured in a boardroom. But recently, something feels different. The same guy who once streamed in pajamas and screamed over video games is now showing up to Fashion Week, draped in all black, posing like he's been media trained for years. The boy who built an empire off being unserious is suddenly being styled, groomed, and presented as a brand. And then came the clothing line, Vivette, Latin for he, she, it lives. A brand name soaked in rebirth, renewal, and transformation. But the question is, whose transformation is it? Because Hollywood has a habit. It finds the raw, unpolished internet talent, and it doesn't just elevate them, it reformats them. And if we are following the timeline, there's another moment that seems almost symbolic in hindsight. Before Vivette, before the fashion campaigns, before the increasingly polished image, there was a haircut. During a widely shared live stream, LeBron James stepped in and cut Kai's hair. To most viewers, it was just a fun celebrity moment, content, entertainment, nothing more. When you look at the transformation narratives in Hollywood, physical changes often comes first. A new image, a new look, a new chapter. And whether intentional or not, that moment marked the beginning of a noticeably different era for Kai. The styling became more refined, the brand expanded, the public image evolved, and shortly after, Vivette, a name centered on life, renewal, becoming something new. Coincidence? Maybe. But for those who believe the entertainment industry follows a playbook, their haircut wasn't just a haircut. It was the first visible sign that Kai Cenat's transformation had already begun. It's like Hollywood took the chaotic streamer and turned him into a marketable product. They gave him a wardrobe, a team, a brand, identity, a PR voice, a speaking coach, a fashion consult, and a set of events he must now attend. Suddenly, authenticity became curated.
Flip it around. Yeah, there you go.
You gonna get
And then go as far back as you can. There you go.
Cool. All right, cool. Cool.
Barber.
Yeah. Okay.
The barber.
Okay, Le Barber.
You can do a little bit lower. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yup.
Yeah. No, we got this one right here.
Oh, what's this? What's this? That ball?
Yo, that don't have no hair.
Yes, Kai.
Yo, this
Kai.
What? Stop panicking. He didn't even get me right yet.
All right.
Last one.
All right, go.
Last one.
Last one, guys. Last one.
Kai is now reading books on camera, practicing his speaking tone, presenting himself in a new posture. This isn't the New York kid who went viral for being himself. This is someone being molded into Hollywood's compatible version of himself.
I will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use to pair a new habit with a current habit. That habit stacking formula is after current habit, I will new habit.
And then came an even more telling moment. In a recent clip, one of Kai's own friends and groupmates, Phantom, casually said something that didn't sound like a joke. He said, yeah, they got him. Not he changed, not he evolved, not he grew up, they got him. That one sentence says everything. Check this out.
I have a theory that slave masters still exist, just not in the way you would think a slave master would exist. So they still operate in today's age, just differently. So they still have cattle because they never considered you a person because you're a property. So you see what I'm saying? Oh, they literally grab their best pieces of property, right? Whatever they consider their best one. They pump that nigga up nice, package him nice, and they move whatever they want to move through that channel. That's how it works. They move it through the channel. They, to me, I think they is the elites. That's what I think. Right? They have a system. This system they got, bro, they got like mad drops, right? But they got like, it's almost like an army, right? And they just move. And they move niggas. They go here, you go here, you go there, you go here, right? I feel like, and I know I'm not tripping, but they gonna try to make it seem like I'm tripping. But I'm not tripping. Every industry has to get consumed. They have to get consumed. Because you gotta live under the system. If you don't live under the system, nigga. So what we seeing now, what we seeing is people damn. They got him.
Because in Hollywood, there is always a they. They are the managers, the stylists, the brand consultants, the image architects, the executives, the people behind the curtain who decide the version of you the public will see. And when they get you, it doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, strategic, almost invisible at first. First, it's a stylist, then it's a brand partnership, then it's media training, then it's fashion week, then it's a rebrand. Then suddenly, the person you used to watch feels like a completely different character. You see, Hollywood doesn't just promote talent, it molds it. It studies what parts of you sell, what parts of you don't. And then it reshapes you into something safer, smoother, and more profitable. The loud parts get quieted, the rough edges get sanded down, the unexpected moments get replaced with scripted ones. You stop being a person, you become a product. And when his own friend says they got him, it almost sounds like an acknowledgement of the process. Like the transformation isn't just visible to the audience, it's visible to the people who knew him before the industry ever stepped in. Because the scariest part about Hollywood isn't that it changes people, is that sometimes the people closest to you see it happening in real time, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. We've seen this story before. One minute they're relatable, the next minute they're editorial. One minute they're independent, the next minute they're owned. One minute they're the voice of the internet, the next minute they're the face of the luxury brand. Hollywood calls it branding. The internet calls it losing yourself. Because Hollywood doesn't know what to do with people who feel real. Real is unpredictable. Real doesn't follow scripts. Real doesn't sell the luxury fashion houses. So the industry polishes off the real, strips away the messiness, and replaces it with an aesthetic. A new wardrobe, a new tone, a new circle, a new image, and eventually, an entirely new identity. And that's basically how we got Vivette, a new Kai Cenat, the reborn version, the mainstream version, the version designed to sit front rows at shows, not scream into the microphone at 3 a.m. But what Hollywood rarely understands is that the digital audience doesn't fall in love with the polished version. They fell in love with the chaos, the awkwardness, the yelling, the unpredictability. The moments that felt real, unscripted, and human. Because on the internet, authenticity is the currency. And the moment an audience senses that someone has been repackaged, the connection starts to weaken. So what happens now? Does Hollywood succeed in rebranding Kai Cenat into a mainstream commodity? Or does the transformation strip away the very thing that made him valuable in the first place? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Hollywood loves to build you up, but it loves even more to discard you once it's done. Because if the original audience disconnects, and the industry audience never truly embraces him, Kai may find himself somewhere in the middle. No longer the chaotic kid from New York, but not quite the Hollywood star they're trying to script either. Too polished for the internet, too internet for Hollywood. In that in-between space is where many careers quietly disappear. But this era raises a bigger question. Is Kai Cenat evolving, or is he being engineered? Is this growth, or is it a controlled transformation? Is this success, or is this the moment that got him? Because the internet created Kai Cenat, but Hollywood believes it can redesign him. And only time can reveal whether Hollywood's version of Kai lives, or whether Vivette becomes the name of the brand that outlives the personality it was built on.